Knowledge enlivens the soul. Silence is the best reply to a fool. The most complete gift of God is a life based on knowledge. The tongue is like a lion. If you let it loose, it will wound someone. A fool's mind is at the mercy of his tongue, and a wise man's tongue is under the control of his mind. He who has 1,000 friends has not a friend to spare, and he who has one enemy will meet him everywhere. An ignorant friend is more dangerous than a learned enemy. The nourishment of the body is food, but the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. Knowledge is better than wealth. Knowledge protects you, but you have to protect wealth. A wise man first thinks and then speaks, and a fool speaks first and then thinks. He who practices justice in his affairs strengthens his authority. Justice is the foundation of governance. The best revenge is to improve yourself. Your remedy is within you, but you do not sense it. Leadership is a responsibility, not a privilege. The worst trait in a ruler is harshness and pride. Treat people in such a way that if you die, they weep for you, and if you live, they crave your company. He who trusts in God does not stand in need of anyone else. Patience is of two kinds: patience over what pains you, and patience against what you covet. Worship is not just in prayer and fasting, but in controlling the tongue and safeguarding trust. Do not be a slave to others when Allah has created you free. The believer is he whose words agree with his deeds. I wonder at the man who loses hope of salvation when the door of repentance is open. A person is either your brother in faith or your equal in humanity. Generosity lies less in giving much than in giving at the right moment. Humility elevates a man to the highest rank. People are slaves to this world, and as long as they live favorable and comfortable lives, they are loyal to religious principles. The worth of a man is what he does well. Modesty is the ornament of women, and generosity is the ornament of men. Value yourself. If you do not value yourself, you will not be valued by others. Do not disclose your secrets to anyone, because if you cannot keep them, how can others? Your true friend is the one who mentions Allah to you in your presence and mentions you to Allah in your absence. Associate with people in such a manner that they weep for you when you die and long for your company while you are alive. He who advises you, restrains you, and protects you from sin is better than 1,000 friends who flatter you. The best of companions is one who helps you in obedience to Allah. This world is a place of transit, not a place of rest. The world is like a shadow. If you try to catch it, you will never be able to do so. But if you turn your back towards it, it has no choice but to follow you. Beware of this world because it is like a snake, soft to the touch but full of venom. When the soul departs, the body becomes meaningless. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us while we live. Do good without expecting gratitude. The most complete mind is the one most respectful of others. Never argue with a fool. People might not know the difference. The most complete faith is the one accompanied by the best character. Help others in their time of need and God will help you in yours. Endure patiently, for it is the key to success. When the world pushes you to your knees, you're in the perfect position to pray. Calamities are a test of patience and faith. A man's patience is measured in times of hardship. He who has no patience has no wisdom. Wealth converts a strange land into homeland, and poverty turns a native place into a strange land. Riches without faith are the greatest poverty. Aspire to lead by example, not by wealth or power. Say what is true, even if your voice shakes. Don't be happy about wealth if it comes without honor. A good word is charity. Your words are your slaves. Once spoken, you become their slave. Beware of speaking without thinking. Time is like a sword. If you don't cut it, it will cut you. Opportunity passes like the cloud. Therefore, make use of good opportunities.